Click on the subscribe button and remember to press the bell icon for regular notifications from our digital blogger. Hello friends, welcome to our digital blogger. Today we are going to compare Edelweiss broking with ICICI Direct. Now both of these are full service stock brokers. ICICI Direct is obviously a bank based stock broker. In this comparison, we will be talking about the company backgrounds, account opening and maintenance charges, brokerage plans, exposure or leverage offered across segments, accuracy of research, performance of trading platforms, and some other features that can help you to figure out which of these two stock brokers is a better choice for you. Let's get started. So starting with the company background, both Edelweiss and ICICI, like we discussed, are full service stock brokers, almost incorporated in the similar years. Edelweiss was launched in the year 2002, while ICICI is a couple of years older at the year of 2000. Today, ICICI have branches in 154 locations across the country. We are exclusively talking about ICICI direct branches. We are not including the bank ones. Then Edelweiss similarly has location presence in 237 areas. Now these numbers are not that high, honestly. We have full service stock brokers that have offline presence in the nature of 4,000, 5,000, maybe even 8,000. So there are minuscule numbers from that particular perspective, but they have at least some presence in the metro cities of the country. As far as exchanges are concerned, ICICI is a member of BSE and NSE, while Edelweiss has a running membership with a couple of commodity exchanges as well. If you're looking to open an account with them, well, Edelweiss charges you 1,000 rupees for opening the trading account, and the AMC is 500. It is free for first year, but from second year you need to pay them 500 rupees every year. ICICI on the other hand has an AMC of 700 for the trading account, and there is nothing off here, starts from the first year itself. So from AMC perspective, certainly ICICI is definitely expensive. But to open the account, to get head started with a particular stock broker, Edelweiss has a higher cost there. Moving ahead, if we talk about brokerage, now these are full service stock brokers. They will charge you a specific percentage of your trade value. So at the onset, if you look at the numbers here, if you talk about equity delivery, then in that particular case, you see that Edelweiss charges 0.45% while ICICI at 0.55%. For people who don't understand how it works, basically, if you trade for, let's say, 1 lakh rupees, Edelweiss will charge you 450 rupees brokerage, while ICICI at 550 rupees. Now these are pretty high numbers because you have not made any profit, any loss whatsoever. Even then you need to shell out these amounts, and these are just brokerage charges. Obviously there are transaction charges, there are other taxes that needs to be involved into it. There are other segments. You can look into the screen. There are multiple plans offered by these two full service stock brokers. We'll go one by one, and for that we need to check out our digital blogger. So we are starting with Edelweiss broking. Now what they have done very smartly is that they have bifurcated the trading behavior. Now they judge you whether you are an investor, and within investment what kind of investment opportunities you look at, and then if you are a trader, what kind of trading behavior you portray on the stock market. So we'll go with the investor 1 and investor 2 plans, which are preferably for long-term investors. Now in plan 1, you need to pay 0.45% for equity delivery. In other segments, relatively higher brokerage charges need to be paid. Then for equity delivery in investor 2, you got to pay 0.55%, which is higher than the one that you were paying in investor 1. But in other segments, you're paying much lesser brokerage. Now you have to decide what is your trading style, or investment style rather in this case, and based on that you can pick one of these two plans. Then similarly, for if you're a trader, then the kind of plan offerings they are pretty much different. They expect you to provide some sort of subscription amount. So if you go for, let's say, 12,000 rupees with taxes, you're actually paying up 13,800. For equity delivery and intraday, look at these numbers rather, which are more important for you: 0.3 and 0.03%. If you go and make the tempo a little higher and pay up 27,600, brokerage is at 0.22 and 0.02%. Trader 3 similarly goes even lesser, and then there is Trader 4, which expects you to pay 1,28,000, but you're paying at the end of the day brokerage at 0.1 or 0.01%. Now these are the numbers based on your trading style, trading capital, risk appetite, a lot of factors, and based on that you can pick a specific plan from them. However, you need to understand that whatever amount you're paying up is a subscription amount, and your brokerage will be deducted from these numbers. So these are multiple plans offered by Edelweiss Broking. Now let's see what ICICI Direct has in place for you. Well, there are 3 plans offered by ICICI, and honestly they majorly sort of incline towards the people who are heavy or mid-term sort of traders. Now they've got iSaver, then there is iSecure, then there is a prepaid plan. iSaver plan depends completely on the overall turnover you put on the stock market for a specific quarter, that is for 3 months. So if you start with less than 25 lakhs, you're actually paying a 0.75% for delivery brokerage. If you go up and let's say your turnover is 50 lakh to 1 crore for 3 months duration, then your brokerage is 0.45%. Now going up, keep doing that, and actually ending up above 5 crore will make your brokerage down at 0.25%. Still is very high, honestly. Then you can see these numbers for other segments as well, and based on that a specific brokerage percentage is levied on you. Then there is a prepaid brokerage plan where you are actually buying a prepaid card, and based on that what value you buy it for, your corresponding brokerage will be applied against your account. Now if you take up 10,000 rupees, there are multiple segments here. For delivery you're going to pay 0.45%, and for intraday you're going to pay 0.040%. Future options are here. Similarly, if you go and increase this particular number to let's say 50,000 or maybe 3 lakh rupees, then your brokerage at 0.12% for delivery and 0.012% at intraday. Now again, you have to be very sure on what kind of capital you're putting up, and honestly these are very confusing plans. You have to make sure that you understand in and out. The complete details are mentioned in this page. You can check this out. We will be putting out the link in the description of this video for you. But once you understand, once you compare it with other stockbrokers and make some calculations to finally be sure that which particular plan or which particular stockbroker goes with your trading style or other investment style. So this is about brokerage. Now let's head to the next section. So next section obviously is exposure or leverage. Now for people who don't understand the concept, it's basically a short-term loan offered by your stockbroker at a specific interest rate. This interest rate could be 15% to 20% depending on the stockbroker. Now when it comes to these two brokers here, Edwise provides you 20 times exposure for intraday and 4 times for delivery. ICICI has it 25 and 5 respectively. Now let's say if you're trading account balance of 10,000 rupees, you can trade up to 2 lakh with Edelweiss and 2.5 lakh with ICICI in your intraday trades. In other segments, you can look that majorly Edelweiss provides you a consistent exposure across the segments, while ICICI does not do that. So it really depends whether you are looking for high exposure values or exposure in the first place, and if you are, then based on that you can make a choice from here. Moving ahead, if we talk about customer service, now again these are full service stockbrokers, so your expectations from these stockbrokers is going to be very high. Well, when it comes to the actual ground reality, Edwise is certainly better than ICICI Direct with the number of communication channels, the kind of quality they provide, the kind of focus they have, what kind of personalized and customized communications they provide back to your clients on the queries raised. And similarly, they've got multiple FAQs done on their website itself that kind of solves a lot of problems in the first instance. So from customer service point of view, Edwise certainly is far better than ICICI Direct. Moving ahead, we talk about research and trading segments. Now again, full service stockbroker concept will come into picture. Now ICICI Direct is the trading arm of ICICI Bank, but ICICI as a brand is not into trading as the primary business. The primary business is banking. Similarly, Edelweiss Broking is into multiple financial segments, but relatively they've got much more focus when it comes to the equity markets and retail segments for sure. Now when it comes to research, they are tad better than ICICI. Both of them are actually not known a lot when it comes to research and trading calls, but between these two stockbrokers, Edwise is certainly better in the kind of accuracy they provide, the regularity they have, the kind of number of stocks in the stock market they look at, and from that particular perspective, certainly they are doing better. Trading segments, not much of a difference there. With both of these stockbrokers, you can trade and invest across equity, mutual funds, IPOs, currency, insurance. There are at least 5 to 7 more trading and investment products that you can use from these stockbrokers. Then finally, there are some other features as well. But these are specific to some set of users only. We repeat that in every video, but you have to make sure that you understand that point. If these features do not matter to you, you don't understand these features in the first place, then you need to learn about them, how they are going to help you in your trading and investment, and based on that, see which particular broker gives you these features along with the primary features you are looking at. These cannot be the primary features here. These are secondary level features, except the trading platforms part here, which we will be talking about. But other than that, these are secondary level features which can complement your trading style and help you in overall investments. Now, in terms of comparison, well, Edelweiss is certainly doing better in terms of SMS alerts or automated trading or margin funding. ICICI Direct provides you a 3-in-1 Demat account. Basically, in this account, your bank account is directly integrated with your trading account, and you don't need to do any sort of funds transfers manually. All of that happens automatically because your bank account and your trading account is with the same company. You don't need to go through that manual process by yourself. So that is the value of 3-in-1 account. But by the introduction of a lot of payment gateways, wallets these days, you don't really face much of a problem in transferring your funds. So that's difference on multiple features here. Now we will spend some time talking about the trading platforms, and we will start with the mobile apps. For that, we need to check out Google Play Store. So we are starting with ICICI Direct's mobile app. Now this app is rated at 3.5. The sample size is 11,095 users, and out of those, around 29% have rated this app negatively. The overall satisfaction score stands at around 71%, which is way below than the industry average. Problem with ICICI Direct is that they have not really updated their app in around 8-9 months now. So we've been talking about in multiple videos that whatever stockbrokers who've got focus on technology, providing decent customer experience while trading, they are the ones to look out for. They are the ones that are providing all the kind of trading platforms you're expecting. But now coming to this brand, which is huge, at least in the brand equity part, but when it comes to the ground reality, when it comes to trading platforms, look at the numbers here. 18th of August 2016 was the last day when this app was updated. Generally a good one, not a best one. A good one gets updated in a span of 4 to 5 weeks. This is 9 months we are talking about. The number of installs in the range of 5 lakh to 1 million. All credit goes to the ICICI brand. There is nothing appealing about this particular mobile app that people are crazy about it. That is not the case. The app really is below average. It has to work on multiple aspects. Performance concerns are there. The speed is probably the biggest problem here. It's tough to use. So if you are a beginner, if you are a smaller investor, you want to learn about multiple features, you will have a hard time using this application. The usability concerns, the app hangs at times. Now imagine there is a development team who's looking at one product, which is mobile app. Now how much time does it take, let's say a few months maybe, to improve that speed, to improve the overall usability, to improve the overall user experience? Few months maybe. But we're talking about an update. We are not talking about the relaunch of a new mobile app, which could have been done in a better way when it was actually done. But we're talking about update, which can be done in patches. Let's say you introduce new features, fix some bugs every week or every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, but nothing of that sort is happening, clearly telling you that they don't really have a focus on the mobile app. So if you are a client or want to be the client of ICICI, do not use their mobile app for your trading. You will have really bad time doing it. The next up app is Edelweiss Mobile Trader, or EMT. Now this app is rated at 4.3 by around 4,500 users. Out of those, around 9.8 or let's say 10% of the users are not really happy. So overall satisfaction score stands at around 90%, which is pretty good. If you look at the update frequency cycle, that's the number one factor that we look at these days. 19th May 2017 was the last update was done. Now generally Edwise updates their mobile app in a range of 3 to 4 weeks, which is pretty good. The app has been installed by 1 lakh to 5 lakh users. The number can be improved, but still is better than the industry average. And there are a few concerns. The app crashes at times, so it has a lot to do with your smartphone configuration. So the application requires you to have a decent configuration setup. If you don't already have that, then you will face complaints and concerns around the app getting crashed at times. Other than that, there are some features that are missing out, which can be improved to make the overall trading experience much more smoother, much more cleaner. but other than that, the app is decently done, decently designed. The overall development features are also good. You will have a good time using the charting features. At the same time, there are multiple technical indicators that you can put in while your technical and fundamental analysis. So certainly, if you want to pick out this application for your trading, go ahead and do it. It's not really that bad. Then if we talk about other trading platforms from these two stockbrokers, we'll start with ICICI Direct. They've got Trader Racer. Now this particular application is super mature. It's been there for a while, so it gives you decent user experience, at the same time high performance. So you will not have any hard time in using this application, and as far as speed is concerned, it's definitely good. You will have multiple features such as trending scripts. There is live scanner feature, so that basically it's sort of a heat map in a sense. At the same time, it tells you whether the stock is good enough to buy it, it's the right time to buy the stock or not. It gives you the high, lows, alert, multiple data points at the same time, and you can customize and personalize multiple features, market charts, alerts, notifications. So it is an exhaustive application and certainly a recommended one. Then there is Trade Racer Web. It is the browser version of the same application of the terminal software we're talking about. In this, you don't need to download and install anything. You just need to go to a browser and you can directly start your trading. There are multiple features here as well, and we have talked about those one by one. You can check those out. And it is lightweight in configuration, so it is basically expecting you to have a basic configuration, not really high expectations from your end. Then we've talked about the mobile app from ICICI already, which is also decently performing, but yeah, it certainly needs to improve on multiple factors. The rating is bad, the performance is bad, the user experience is bad, multiple things. So from that particular area, you just go with the web version or the terminal software if you're looking to start trading through ICICI. Similarly, if we talk about the trading platforms from Edelweiss Broking, we've got presence on terminal-based software, browser-based, and the mobile app we've discussed. Now, the terminal-based software is Extreme Trader. You need to download and install it into your laptop or desktop. Once you do that, you need to put in your credentials and you can start trading. It is highly responsive and highly speedy in terms of performance is good. Overall features in terms of Poti Khana is good. Similarly, if we talk about the trading platforms from Edelweiss Broking, they've got presence on terminal-based solution, browser-based application, and the mobile app we discussed. Now, the terminal-based software is called Extreme Trader. Now, this is basically an executable file. You need to download and install it on your desktop or laptop, and once you do that, you can put in your login details and start trading. It gives you high performance, so speed is not a problem. You can customize different shortcut keys. Basically, it helps you to speed up your order execution and feature handling. At the same time, there are multiple features in terms of charting functionality, heat maps, or technical indicators, or option strategies. That all of these helps you to make sure whatever judgments you are picking are going in the right direction. Since it's a full-service stockbroker, they provide you all kinds of trading calls and research reports within the trading platform. Then there is a browser-based application called Traders Lounge. Now, this is relatively new. It's not that new, but at the same time, it's not that old either. And it provides you decent number of features for technical and fundamental analysis. The design is also sleekly done, so you'll have a neat user experience while accessing different features. At the same time, it has a TV feature where you can just click on a button and start watching the live feed from a specific business channel. It gives you market news, it gives you trading calls, research reports, recommendations, quarterly reports. So all kind of data and information will be available within this application. It is compatible with all kinds of browsers and it is responsive in nature. That means that you can access it from any particular device. You will have you will not have any problem using these features from the application. Then there is the mobile app. We have discussed about this already. So these are the multiple features and multiple trading platforms offered by Edelweiss Broking. Now, if you want to pick a particular stockbroker, it really depends on the kind of trading platform you want to choose. Now, if you want to pick up, let's say, a terminal-based software, go ahead with Trade Racer from ICICI. If you want to pick a web-based browser application, again, Traders Lounge does put in a good case, but then the web version of ICICI Trade Racer is also not that bad. Mobile app, we have discussed that Edelweiss certainly is far better than ICICI. It's actually the case where ICICI Direct's mobile app is one of the worst ones in the country right now. So these are different trading platforms offered by these two stockbrokers, and based on your choice, you can make a choice. So that is it as far as comparison between these two full service stockbrokers is concerned. We've talked about multiple features, starting from company background, pricing, brokerage, trading platforms, customer service, exposure, and some other features. Now it's up to you. What are your preferences? Narrow down that list, and based on that, you can make a selection. However, if you want to have a word with either of these two stockbrokers, or you want to have a stockbroker that matches exactly with your requirements, what you can do is check out this link, digitalblogger.com/free callback broker choice. Put in your details there, and we will be setting up a callback for you absolutely free. So that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching it. We hope you liked it. In case you did, please go ahead and press the thumbs up button. We'll really appreciate that. You can also subscribe to our channel, Our Digital Blogger, at YouTube for similar videos in the future. We have presence on other social media channels as well: Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and SlideShare. We share content in terms of presentations, articles, stats, figures, pictures, all kinds of information you want. At the same time, obviously videos too. Now, based on that, you can follow us, like us, and get the content on the regular level. So thank you so much again for watching the video. Bye bye.